Between the world we see and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality. In Wilder, Kentucky, an abandoned music hall stands on the banks of the Licking River, which runs north to Cincinnati. Local legend says that murderers and devil worshippers are drawn to this waterway, one of the few in the world that flows true north. Town records attest to the fact that it once ran red with blood.
Well, this is it, Mr. Mackey. As you can see, there's quite a bit of work to be done. I think you'll see that this facility has everything that you're going to need.
Country music artist Bobby Mackey has been on the road for 12 years. Ever since he quit his job with the railroad to sing full-time, he's dreamed of owning his own nightclub.
Well, the type of music that I've always loved is the traditional country music. And lots of club owners don't understand that, and they wanted different types of music, and it got to the place where I didn't want to be nobody dictating to me the kind of music that I felt in my heart and I wanted to play. And it was either move to Nashville at that time or get my own place.
This'll work. This will work.
The former rock and roll roadhouse in Wilder, Kentucky is exactly what Bobby has been looking for.
If I just give you the key?
I'd like to bring my wife by sometime to look at it.
Later that afternoon, Bobby returns to the club with his pregnant wife, Janet.
What do you think? Come on, we'll go inside.
Did you see that?
See what?
That door just opened.
It was just unlocked. Come on in. I want to show it to you.
Janet didn't want to come in here. She didn't feel right about it at all.
Here. Come on, check this out. Watch your step, Janet, right here. Well, what do you think? Check it out. There's the bar right there. And the restrooms are over here, and...
I don't have a good feeling about this place.
Here, why don't you go check out the kitchen? It's really big in there.
Janet Mackey appears in silhouette to protect her privacy.
Felt like somebody was in there. And there wasn't nobody in there but him and I. I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible.
Bobby? Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
What do you mean? I heard voices. Who are you talking to?
Janet, I'm not talking to anybody. It's just you and me here, baby. So what'd you think?
I don't have a good feeling about this place.
I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to leave. Let's come back tomorrow. Let's think about this some more. Because all I wanted to do is get out of there.
In my mind's eye, I could see it all. I could see the crowd. I could see people dancing. And so there was nothing going to stop me. I had to have the place.
From the day that Bobby signs the banknote and buys the place, he never looks back. His wife tries to support his decision.
I was afraid of it, but it's always been his dream. I knew that's what he's always wanted, and I thought, well, I'll just hang in there and support him.
One day, Bobby and Janet are cleaning up the club when a stranger arrives.
Hi, howdy. My name's Carl Lawson.
Carl Lawson worked for the previous owners of the club as a handyman. But he's been out of a job since a series of brutal murders forced the club to shut down.
I've kind of been out of work since they closed.
I'd seen more just unexplained acts of violence in and around that building than you shake a stick at. Any nightclub or bar is going to have its share of, brawls or fights. It's going to happen.
Why was it shut down?
But on this scale here,
Well, this place used to draw really...
it was abnormal.
I need an ambulance here now. I got a gentleman down on the ground. He has a gunshot wound to the chest.
The last year at the club was the most violent. 6 homicides. Carl believes that something about the place causes people to become violent.
Something's going on with this place. Eventually, that's what got the place closed down.
Sir, can you tell me what happened?
We're playing classic country music here. We're not going to have those kind of people here. You'll see. I assure you.
Well, that'd be a nice change of pace, sir.
Bobby believes his brand of classic
nice.
country music will attract a more peaceful
I've kind
crowd.
of been out of work since,
You paint?
Which hand you want me to paint with?
Bobby hires Carl as a
You started
full-time
today?
handyman
Thanks, sir.
and caretaker.
What do you know?
I just knew right off the bat I get along with him. I mean, it just seemed straightforward and just said what he meant and meant what he said.
I think that'll just about do it.
His wife, Janet, was about the same way.
Carl and I became buddies, and he was more like my little brother.
Carl, you know what you were saying earlier about strange things happening to people around here?
Me and her knew this place. There's more that meets the eye.
I'm gonna be in the next room painting. If you need anything, just give me a holler.
All right. Thank you.
Janet! You okay? Janet! What happened?
There was blood in there. There was blood coming up out of the sink.
The sink is empty. There's nothing in the sink. Nothing.
Wasn't for him. Who knows what would happen
Just
next?
blood in there.
I do know for a fact something forced that woman's head down in that sink.
Pushing my head into the sink.
I knew right there and then, whatever's here is not playing games. It's become dangerous. It's become violent.
Bobby, there was a hand in the middle of my back forcing me into the sink.
Janet tells her husband what's happened, but Bobby can't believe what he's hearing.
It was like it all just stopped and...
He told me I was crazy. He didn't believe me, he didn't believe Carl.
What's going on here?
But it did happen.
I'm telling you, I don't want you filling her head with any more of this stuff. Do you hear me?
He's not putting anything in my head. I know what I saw, and I told him about it.
Janet, ain't nothing.
I don't believe in ghosts. Gotta be
I've heard
an
enough. That's
explanation.
it. That's it.
Something else. It can't be that. I couldn't dwell on it.
Carl, sit down. I don't want you filling her head with any more of these ghost stories. Do you hear me? And I certainly don't...
Bobby warns Carl to keep his ghost stories to himself, or he'll have to find another job.
Now go and clean the bar. We need to get ready.
I had invested everything I had in here, and all I wanted to do was get it open. And I didn't want to hear anything about ghosts, and I had told Carl over and over not to tell people about it, and much less quit putting it in Janet's mind.
One night soon after, police officer Larry Hornsby makes his rounds.
I had a funny feeling all night for some reason. And a full moon, something's going to happen.
This'll work.
You guys don't happen to need any help, do you?
Officer Larry Hornsby calls for backup, suspecting a burglar may be inside Bobby Mackey's club.
Did you hear it? Yeah, backstage. All right, let's go. All right. Police! Come on out! Police! Come out!
I knew there was a man and a woman in the radio playing. I heard the voice and I heard the music.
There's nobody back here. What do you mean there's nobody back here? I heard voices in here, though. Me too. Front door. Let's go.
No wind. There was nothing could close that door. We was stunned. Put it that way in plain words, we was stunned.
Hey, what are you gonna call in? We saw a ghost?
I said, if I put this in a report like this,
Don't call it in.
they'll be send me to a psychiatrist. I'm just gonna put it, I went into the building and checked it out, made sure there was nobody in here.
I'll see you tomorrow, all right? I'm getting out of here.
Have a good night.
A few nights later, Officer Larry Hornsby returns to the nightclub in response to a fatal traffic accident.
You got nothing? All right, we need to get these guys out of the car. We got anything to cover the bodies?
Nothing in the car.
Look, I need an EMT out here quick. I got 2 bodies from a car accident. We need the end. Thanks. Here.
After we got the scene cleared, we came back up, knocked on the door so we could thank her for giving us the tablecloth. But the doors were locked. We didn't know what happened to her.
The next afternoon, Officer Hornsby tells Bobby about the woman who brought out the tablecloths.
Did you hear about that accident last night?
Yeah, I read about it in the paper.
We thought it was a waitress, and we described her.
I'll tell you about it so you can thank her.
Bobby says there was no one at the club after 10 p.m.
I never did believe in ghosts. Never. I would laugh at you.
It was around 2 or 3.
Then. But a lot of things changed since then.
I'm telling you, Larry, these doors were locked. There was no one else here.
No, I don't want to say all these people are liars, because there are a lot of credible people. But I just find it hard to believe that there's anything in here, any supernatural or any ghosts, or I just can't believe that. There's got to be an explanation for everything that is taking place.
You all right?
Oh, I'm fine. I just broke the last of my cook bulbs. I gotta go get another one.
Okay.
Careful with the last of them.
That's all right. I'll clean it up. I'm good.
Janet, you don't have to clean anything up. I'll be right
I get it.
All right, I'll be right back, okay?
Get her in here. Come on, darling. Come on. Hello? Anybody here? Help! Hold on, Janet. My wife, she fell down the stairs. She's pregnant.
I was so terrified because I thought, I was going to lose my baby. I went into labor.
What happened? Come on. My wife, she fell down the stairs. She just tripped.
I was angry. I was terrified. I was everything.
She told me it's something that forced her down the steps, and I believed her. Bobby's concern was the business. I mean, I can understand. He's got his reputation on the line.
We gotta do something about these spirits, man. They're getting out of control.
Carl, there's no spirits. What's wrong with you?
Nobody's gonna believe you unless you experience it yourself.
You all right? Do you need anything? All right.
Janet gives birth to a baby girl who weighs only 1 pound 15 ounces. They don't know if she'll survive. In the following weeks, the couple monitors their newborn. When it becomes clear that their daughter will survive, Bobby prepares for the grand opening.
Opening night, I was kind of numb. I had a lot on my shoulders and a lot of stress and a lot of pressure.
Don't forget pay to see back here behind the bar.
Wish I was a king or had $1,000,000 and I wish I had a penthouse view. I don't think about a Hummer or a limousine or vacations on the finest cruise. All I really want is a country girl and a plus me have always been true.
Carl, listen to me. I don't want you telling any ghosts. Carl, look at me. I don't want you telling any of the customers that stuff. All right?
Bobby,
My focus was totally on running this business and making it work. I didn't want to hear any of this nonsense. I wanted to make the place known for a great country music dance hall.
A few weeks later, Carl moves into an apartment above the club. He spends every night there, alone.
Unless I had to go somewhere, I stay here. Kept an eye on it, protected it. It was something like from a nightmare. I'd actually thought I was dreaming, but I wasn't. It was real.
Mày không hớt được đâu con trai. Tôi bi không tình yêu.